Hello there, dear wanderers and travelers. My name is Moton Blight, and welcome to part 5 of my journey through HSR 3.2. Previously, I pulled for Castorice. It went well. I got her. I didn't get her light cone, but that's fine. And now that my new journey of saving for Cypher begins. Sorry, Nux and Pius, and you seem like cool characters, but I gotta go get the thieving cat girl. And oh yeah, after that we discovered more of Castorice's backstory and watched her animated shorts, and yeah, just discovered more of her backstory and kind of just felt sad. And then I felt happy again because we got to see Cypher, and she took us to Styxia so we can retrieve Thanatos' like core flame and meet with him. And yeah, she's also going to be helping us as well while we're in Styxia, even though that she said that she doesn't really want to be there. And right now we're just making our way through Styxia right now. Ugh. Puzzling too hard. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Interact with the rune base, obtain the rune of recollection. With the rune in possession, the miracle orb's illumination radius moves with your character and reverses the surrounding space-time. Okay, the miracle orb's illumination radius will stop following your character. Okay.
Oryx's miracle has appeared.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
I just watched the recent, well, by the time of this, I watched the recent, Nikkei 2.5 anniversary trailer. Oh, come on. Oh. And a lot of bubble themes going on in the new event, so yeah, happy about that. And I hope, if you don't mind, you will see. I'm going to play through the new Nikkei event anyway. If you like HSR and don't like Nikkei. But like, yeah, it was a very fun live stream. I really enjoyed it. My thoughts on it it was very good. It was very good. And I can't wait to play the event on Thursday. So excited. So excited because I finally caught up and I could finally not get spoiled by freaking Twitter and just YouTube and literally every other site. Because don't you hate it when you just go on like any social media and then just get, bam, immediately spoiled by like, of any gacha game really. Anyway, what am I doing? Okay, so it's... Okay, wait. I need to think about this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so... Okay, so... Hmm. I'll do this puzzle later. I just want to get through the story. Okay, let's see. Where do we need to go?
Huh. So this path actually didn't exist back then?
Okay, so and this should. Oh, that's an anchor point. Okay,
There
now
are wandering souls of the deceased here as well.
need to check.
We must first return to the present before we can communicate with them.
Oh. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, now I can grab this. Okay. So many goodies everywhere. So many. Oh. Okay, I'll just start with the objective first.
Ah, by the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right? Since the current campaign requires the utmost care, I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please, forgive me.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed saviors that the Queen described.
Oh darn, no healer on this dude. Actually, this is my pet, so I'm actually of the hunter class. Thank you very much.
What?
Sorry, I just really imagined it in that
campaign.
voice. This is really fun.
Who are you campaigning against?
Nobody knows, as of now. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not be approached, as it is the doorway between the netherworld and the mortal realm. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day. While there is still dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity. Could it be death?
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well, death is just one of the possibilities. It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death. Looks like these people lived in the era Chrysia before the Calamity Titans descended upon the land. May I ask, where is the scout who managed to come back?
Though he returned to Styxia, he only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition opened its giant maw and devoured everything in sight, and thus brought Styxia that thing called death.
Styxia. An evil dragon that brings death.
It all sounds rather familiar. Wait, wasn't this part of that fable?
Sir, could I ask how the Queen and Princess are doing?
The Queen? By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned,
we just
right?
ran through all of his dialogue. I see. Yep, he...
Oh, it's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Styxia no longer exists.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand! Newcomers, hurry up and go take your positions!
Oh, looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you accept my blessing, then today's battle will be smooth sailing.
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Is it over? Have we won?
Cass! Oh, are you alright?
I'm fine. I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others, even in the realm of the dead. Is this a remnant of his soul?
Shiny. Alright. Since we are here. Actually. Okay, I actually do still need a healer. Might as well bring.
Do not worry.
Yeah, that seems right. That sounds fine. That's What?
Well then.
Oh, my eyes.
Why should I place my trust in you,
Oh.
holy maiden from afar?
Oh, is this how they met?
Wait. This is... I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos, heir of death, Akima ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders, while most likely being aware of my issues against them.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the Council that offered this room to me. And they had only one request. They want the curse of death to be completely subjugated to your will. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onward, I shall use it according to your will. I will never make any superfluous moves on my own.
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame Chase journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to not mind. This is quite surprising to me.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you, Castorice.
Seem to hear a sigh of contentment, as if it comes from the mouth of some colossal being, and the scenes of the past abruptly
I didn't
dissipated.
think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Ornyx's rune?
Perhaps, but I do not need a reminder from them. This memory is one that I will never forget.
I trust you unreservedly.
I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now? Is this really Ornyx's power?
Okay, so we go. Oh. Actually, since the hands right there, and since the... Oh wait, I can't hit them with the... Dang it. Okay, it's really fun to do that. Why that's so fun to do? Okay. I swear I saw another coin like around. Oh, there it is. Oh, come on. Okay, one more. Probably. Ah, there. Ooh. How do I get like this? Are there any enemies I can punch? Ah. No, but I can punch me. Lock is in the way. Nope.
Please stay tuned.
Yeah. Ah.
I've seen puzzles like this in books. Ah, make sure you keep it safe.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Okay.
Could these dead monsters actually be...
If Lady Cypher is to be believed, this could be the handiwork of Lord Mighty.
Okay, let's...
He's still fighting against the Black Tide, even in the Netherrealm.
Yeah. Let me see, did I remember to put relics on her? Yeah. I guess so, hold on. Let's just... Well... I'll just switch that one, why not? Okay. Okay, they don't... Okay.
Why are the Black Tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Yeah, they're cutscene monsters, I can't...
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price.
Will we suffer the same fate as well?
Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise. Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
And the thing is, I have her.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Life is not so fragile. Root here.
Time to cleanse the filth. Like until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Set the sea ablaze!
Did the rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true.
Oh, I didn't even get to use...
May wandering souls
Maybe
find their
in the
own
next
way
battle.
out.
Maybe in the next battle.
The path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
Oh.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
Incense ascends, entwined with
Probably-
ethereal clouds.
Probably going a little bit, probably over preparing for this fight, but you know what? You can never be too careful. So let's go.
Be careful. There's something unsettling ahead.
And then
Emerge from your cocoon.
and then
May death protect us!
God, that's so cool. That is
The
really
mood is set just for. Let the show begin!
Please cherish as you wish.
In position.
Until everything burns to ashes! Firefly type fight to land! Set the seas aflame! Immerse yourself in it. The truth, everything in this world is bleeding. Time to cleanse the filth.
Let's improvise.
This is fight to land!
yeah, Castorice is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't have Tribi or Locha. Yeah.
Let's take a picture.
So I'm just gonna stick her with the team I have the most built and most investment on, so yeah. Oh, what's the time? Yeah, nope. Yeah, I'll just come back to this later. Oh. Okay. Ah. Ugh. Okay. Can this? Ah. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, I'll just put the dig here.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
I'll grab you later. Oh, just more ghosts.
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance? Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means for me to amuse myself. I will at least derive some comfort. If all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above.
It's... you people.
Oh.
Oh, this place must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Withered garden. Okay. All flames will eventually die. All flowers will wilt. In the withered garden, the traveler's steps grow slower, each breath aging them in sorrow, as moonlight shifts and shadows linger.
Is that all?
Okay.
Ta!
Remember Castorice once spoke of the origins of the eulogistic butterflies. Some believe them to be the final obsession of the deceased, others believe them to be Thanatos' messengers. They're always found in places where many have met their demise. Lost human, if you can say one last thing before leaving this world, what would it be? I left my trailblazing legacy. I'm gonna do a deep eepy. Short and to the point. I will still recall the last words of some of the deceased if you're curious. Of course, whose parting words would you like to hear the most? The heroes in war. Before his execution at the hands of the enemy, a soldier said, "The only thing I wish to say in this last moment is that I can only give my life for my city-state once." Many more soldiers didn't know when death would come. One said, "Tell them that it hurts really bad on one side of my body." The old captain who traversed many seas died from illness on dry land. She said, "Please help me put on my clothes and armor, and let me die like a proper soldier." She was buried by the sea in the end. I'll come back and read the rest of these.
Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
Huh? This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating. But it seems I was right. And you... I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Huh.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable, but I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I am also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death. Circe's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
She seems free.
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, Because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved.
I can't agree with you on this.
This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me, but I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
Oh, you little... Ah. No, no. Okay, there's a combat one.
Please stay tuned.
Just give her my loot.
Please cherish this time.
Sam in position.
May the foul stench dissipate quick. Time to cleanse the filth.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Like until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze! I will claim victory for myself. Fight to live!
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
You two will head to the nether realm, as you wish.
Be of your body and mind.
Stay in step. Catch up.
Set the seas ablaze!
Reach the end of the
Okay, I
story.
give him my loot. Come on. Ooh.
Please stay tuned.
The thing is, a what? Okay.
Emerge from your cocoon. May death protect us! Root here.
Initiate
The mood is
cleanup.
set. Let the show begin!
Time to cleanse the filth.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
As you wish. Root here.
Join the battle.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Be of your body and mind.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us! May wandering souls find their own way out.
Okay. Oh, what's this? Bones of Netherwing. Oh, Pollux, who died young, you were meant to unfurl your wings of bones and send the stench of death to the city-states. Yet now you rest in peaceful slumber, your bones covered in moss like a forgotten whale.
Please stay tuned.
Wow! This place is so spacious. Is this the kingdom's vault?
It's time to use Ornyx's magic. I get scared when I see these virtual structures.
Broken stairs, blocked paths. This place is gonna fall down soon. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher? There seems to be a person. Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
But how should we get up there?
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Okay. I gotta have to do this.
The path is blocked yet again.
Ornyx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient.
To let your friends in on the action.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Look, there's even a platform lift over there.
Let me check this. Oh. Actually, I don't. Can I? Yeah, I can. All the way.
A chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
I'm crying. Sad.
Seek, and you will find.
Okay, now what happens if we backtrack a little bit? Oh, nope, never mind, we can't. Nope. Okay, let me see. Okay. Can't even bloody use it. Okay, what about? Gotta be something. There we go. Okay.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Okay.
Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
I don't think there's fall damage in this game.
Do
We
you
can't even jump.
really want me to answer that?
So we'll be fine. Okay. So I just...
Seek,
I'll
and
talk
you will
to
find.
I'll talk to you, dear wandering spirits. Give me a second while I... Oops. Oh, guess I can just place this. Oh, never mind. I cannot, and I should. Well, might as well do this. Oh. Oh.
Life is a puzzle in and of itself.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Now I've just put it in this one. And then
Stay
fuck
back.
with the vault.
Don't come any closer.
Jeez. Okay, fair enough.
Don't come near me.
Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
These are the troubles that powerhouses like us face.
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
You have a point. Although, while this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
I don't know about you, but I saw a lot of chests.
You've misunderstood
empty as you
us.
said.
We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
A warrior? Could it be?
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite different from him. Are you actually alive? How can you walk around here while alive?
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Death. Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Pollux? Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power. As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
Thank you.
This is his.
Ah, his sword.
Then you granted him
Rise
death.
again.
That isn't like you. You
That's
would have
this.
refused even if I commanded you to do so.
I don't know. I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but I am still in a state of turmoil.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every battle?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others to death at will.
You feel that he's similar to you?
Yes. Since he can never be inferior to others in martial combat, death would be the inevitable outcome every time he strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death in so abrupt a manner.
I have not made peace with death. I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fated finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals if the concept is truly a power that a god had carelessly cast down upon the world. Perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world. Just like how I shouldn't exist.
I won't refute your beliefs for now, but would you be interested in listening to a story of mine? It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field long ago. A tale told by the Queen of Styxia.
What? Wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Aminet brought me to Idonia.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
It's yet another eulogistic butterfly.
Oh.
Are we...
Oh, sorry. Oh. Sorry, Cass. I cut you off.
Shut up. Just shut up. Even if that girl is evil, there's no reason for you to absolve that monster. It was the both of them, who trapped us in this crevice between life and death.
Don't be scared. They haven't noticed us at all.
Is that all?
Oh, this is...
Living ones?
Oh. Alchemist. Oh. Okay.
Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here? And have thus arrived to give me the last material that I need for transmutation?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
I've definitely heard that name many times today.
You have? Then that's good. During the Age of Myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the River of Souls, I shall make Pollux soar again and bring death back to the world.
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
Oh? Looks like you don't know the whole picture. Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die.
So, It's just as I feared.
You and that dragon are you the two sides of the same coin?
This is my guess. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the West Winds. But this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux's fall.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared my alchemical matrix in the tower. Although, I am still missing the most crucial material of all. That final ingredient, the final sacrifice, is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
Huh? What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
This...
We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast for too long before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. However, that brought doom upon us. Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the Nether Realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my city and its people no longer exist. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins. Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
Oof, this does not...
I promise that I will care for her as a mother. That I will protect her from the evils of death.
By Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness.
This line...
As her mother, please bless this child with a name. Before I am swept away by the River of Souls, please, let me know how I should address her in my next life.
Oh, like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, perches on the twig of death. Castorice. That shall be her name.
That's... where my name comes from?
A massive roar in the distance.
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
Probably the boss will have to fight at the end of this.
Living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide creations. When did they... Mister, please fight them with caution.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures.
Good.
Everyone, hide behind me! Root here.
Allow me to purge the root. A time to cleanse the filth.
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'll catch up.
Ow.
As you wish. Immerse yourself in it. Be of your body and mind. There's so many of them! How are we holding up?
May death protect us! That hurts a bit.
Okay, hold on. I need to change the lineup. Okay. Alright. I do want to keep Castorice into the teams.
Don't be nervous. Just cooperate with me like you did before.
Yeah.
Everyone, hide behind me!
The battle.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Attack detected.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Why until everything burns to ashes! Fireflies set the seas aflame! Fight to live!
You two will head to the nether realm as you wish.
Set the seas aflame! Oh, there's so many of them! How are we holding up?
May death protect us!
Fight to live! Set the seas aflame! You're a stubborn one.
Ow.
You here.
Immerse yourself in it. Be of your body and mind. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. This is a fight to live!
Our souls.
Set the seas aflame!
For the feast of strife. Upon their triumphant return. You.
Lord Mighty?
What the? Wait, hold on. Are you? Don't tell me. No, you're so cool. No. Miss you so much that it almost killed me. Pun unintended.
Lord Mighty. You've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary. I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living and continue my protection.
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to. Why does death reject you?
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist the temptation to go with the flow. I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
So cool. Seems to be stuttering. I think we need to bonk in this freaking service to his Wi-Fi service to the net. To the nether realm doesn't seem to be quite good. He seems to be stuttering. Is this really the proud mighty?
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living. Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Thanatos. challenge death.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any longer.
Let's go together, Castorice. Let the person who has brushed against death countless times guide your way.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no reason for us to turn back anymore. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Okay, let's go. Okay. Hold on, let me...
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Okay. Let me...
Seek, and you will find.
Okay, let's keep going up. Jeez, how big is this map actually? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Okay. Think I'll just...
Don't be nervous. Just cooperate.
Okay. Gotta keep going.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
Please stay tuned.
Ruins of the ancient city. The feast is long ended, the songs long silence. The evening bell tolls, and the drowns still drift, their faces mirrored in the stars above. I thought that was actually gonna keep going. Before you are rusted and broken chains, remnants of a path that once led to the tower.
This is going to be difficult.
Didn't Castro Chronos also have this?
I'm familiar with this kind of mechanism, but I've never repaired broken chains.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to carry one person with each limb and fly the four of us to the other side. The Rune of Recollection is here, but I can't find a miracle orb anywhere. So weird. Oh, could it be in that collapsed tower in the distance?
Looks like it's your time to shine.
It's still up to me to step up in a crisis. Wait here. I'll go check things out.
Oh.
Just shout for me when you need my help!
Please.
Got it! Just leave it to me!
Oh, what the? What? Okay.
Mem did it.
The pink squirrel is very smart.
Call it a raccoon dog just to make another. Just to make another.
Why am I a squirrel now?
Raccoon dog. That's still fun. Okay.
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Twin Moons' embrace.
Aren't I a good fit for Orynyx's priest?
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
Okay, hold on. Is there... Nope. Nope. Put it back. Put it... Okay. Okay, now then, this...
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door.
Sorry. Forgot to mute my mic. Had a sneeze.
Is that...
Treenin. It was Treenin, right? I forgot which one of the three it was.
Wow, there are so many of you!
No, it's Triumph.
It's little Cass and little Gray. Oh, there's also little D and the pink puppy. Trian, aren't you?
Langeners. Trian and Mighty, I get it.
Get what? I'm getting even more confused.
I don't know.
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend while going upstream in the River of Souls.
It really works like this. Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered along the way. I'm also unable to sense the aura of the living on Lady Trian.
Yup, you're right. Trian already knows that she'll not be able to return to everyone's side. But Trian believed that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm. So, Trian has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living, and waiting for little Cass.
Oh, it must have been very tough for you.
But according to what Trian said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Trian promised Trevi and Treenan that when little Cass got here, Trian would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this. We finally finished it.
Aww. That's so cute. Really cute. So cute, I'll probably save it. Hold on. There's us in the corner. Very cute. At least I think that's... Kind of looks like Stell more than... whatever.
This is what Lady Treeby once mentioned.
Dang. Don hung with, like, the green butter knife. That's good. That's fun.
A gift for me that you didn't manage to finish.
The Holy Maiden of Janus. Even when separated by life and death, their thoughts are still connected.
Trian spent a lot of time drawing this. Trian hopes that little Cass likes it.
Seriously, it's seriously a wonderful drawing. Lady Trian.
This is our flame chase journey.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Treeby has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey. But little Cass no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here with you in this flame chase journey!
That's right. Only now, when I see Lady Trian's gift, do I realize that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone else. The first time I went to the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long time and hugged it to sleep. The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady Aglaya. The first time I went for a walk with Lady Treeby, Lady Trianne, and Lady Trinan. The first time I enjoyed the night breeze and looked up at the stars with Miss Hyacin. The first time I took care of Dromesis with the Trailblazer. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scales of my life had shrunk from centuries and decades down to minutes and seconds. And all of them are so precious. I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. I don't have a single one with friends. If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Then, shall we take one now?
Trianne says yes! Trianne likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little Cass.
The thing is, are they gonna appear in the photo since they're like
Sadly,
spirits, or?
being departed souls,
Okay, yeah, I was about to
our
say.
images cannot be captured in the world of the living.
I thought so too.
What? Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any regrets. This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Little Cass smiled. Treeby, Trinan, and Trianne's wishes finally come true!
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Now, the path that belongs to me is about to reach the end. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Mister's life.
Wait, I just realized, is that Cypher in the back? What the
Wow, that's amazing!
I just
Then
noticed
keep
my
smiling
eyes
and
immediately
carry
locked
on
in.
bravely! Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
On the day of the west wind, or I forgot how the quote goes, but yeah. With a blinding
Lady...
With a blinding smile, Trianne's golden form disappears in the thin fog of Styxia's moonlit night.
Lady Trianne...
The aura of this place. We have indeed reached the end of the stream of souls.
Are we really not gonna mention the cat?
If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the black tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living.
Can you find your way out?
I have broken free from the chains of death countless times. This time will be no different. Castorice, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
I have yet to make my decision, Lord Mighty.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. Even if it takes 1,000 years of waiting. I will continue to fight till I die. Then rise from death. Till the miracle descends.
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mighty.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
I see.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without complaints?
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters. Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Thank you, Lord Mighty.
Because his name is Mighty.
I will find the right decision.
Mighty and you get the joke of it.
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting end.
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see. We need to insert Aquila's sky, Georios' earth, Kephales's fire, Fagusa's ocean, and Nestia's love.
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind. In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message. My time is rather precious after all.
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please, follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Castorice, please, live as a human, and die as one.
According to that alchemist, the final piece is supposed to be me. However, he is not privy to the past, and therefore cannot see the full picture.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kephales's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. I died during that trial, falling before the gate to the new world. And my sister, whom I never met, became the Titan Thanatos of this cycle. She was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone, hidden away from the entire world. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything. They died for me, and now lie in slumber in the River of Souls.
You mean Pollux?
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching the next world. And that's why we have to awaken Pollux from death before we can retrieve the core flame of death. We have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
But Cass, if that alchemy promise speaks the truth. Does that mean you're also part of the dragon body?
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
I did when I was collecting the souls.
I heard them too. So what are those?
I think it's probably the sign of Pollux's wish being fulfilled. They must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted every ounce of their strength to send me to Styxia, a city that called for death, a land where none is hostile to death. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. Pollux must really want to know how their sister has been after giving their all to save her. That wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm even after their fall, quietly watching and documenting every detail of their sister's life.
So instead of picking up objects on the way here,
we were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers here. Now, we must weave these yearnings together and restore them into Pollux's complete soul.
But all of this is just a hypothesis, right? What if we go through with the ritual and it turns out totally different?
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature of alchemy. The true outcome can only be known once the process is complete. This is why alchemy is also known as the miracle of creation. Now, the puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining. I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. I will show them my whole life since I left Styxia. Lady Trianne has already drawn a picture of my entire life, and it is now in my hands.
Trianne's hand-drawn picture. Well, Cass is no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here with you in this flame-chased journey. Our friendship, baby. Woo! Borrow the Philosopher's Stone and complete the alchemical ritual.
Then, let the ritual begin.
Oh boy.
And now, the objective is complete. That is all. Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. And now, Pollux, I shall lift you from the river of souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, and your body may become horrifying to behold. But if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. I have obtained everything you sacrificed your divinity for. Lady Almanette.
Did she recognize you? Oh, she must be the first soul we can communicate with here, right?
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. The only difference is that I was there when she died. Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story of Styxia?
Yes. You're just as smart as I imagined, but... never mind. Now's not the time.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already at the resting place of the dead.
The world of the dead? But how?
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Castorice. The girl who coexists with death. But you no longer need to hide that story. I can assure you that you have protected that girl's life well.
Oh, well, in that case, let me begin. Styxia, the pearl of the ocean, plagued by unwarranted calamity and ravaged by death in the fairy tale. It was the first city-state to shift their faith towards death, even before Idonia did. From where you stand now, I suppose that's a bit hard to believe. Right?
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the Era Chrysia, blessed with eternal life, could ever yearn for death.
I have pondered the same question, child. But I am afraid there is no clear answer to it.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. That's how someone once explained to me why death is necessary to the world. But I still can't take that as the final answer. Would a world without journeys and epics be worse off?
I take it the one who spoke this line was a general, or perhaps a warrior. I, however, did find some inspiration in these words. Would you like to hear my thoughts, Castorice?
Please enlighten me, Lady Amonette. Though I have already made up my mind on how to handle the authority and core flame of death. Your words might truly guide me toward the path forward.
You and I are neither warriors nor generals. Therefore, journeys and epics cannot truly resonate with us. But what if I reframe it like this? What if love is not a trait bestowed upon mortals by Nestia, but a blessing from death?
Love.
No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal. For all the good things in the world can be revisited endlessly, and every bond formed carried no risk of being severed. The so-called Era Chrysia was an age devoid of both virtue and sin. People did not truly live. They simply existed, going through the motions without passion or purpose, then waiting for something to happen. Perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace death not out of fascination with its cruel and fearsome side, but instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires tied to a finite existence.
Therefore, death is not a thing of fear and desperation, but...
That's right, Castorice. It is the reason we shed tears when parting ways, and also the original spark that ignited the passion of mortals. If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness it return. to a state of stagnation.
I understand, Lady Amunet. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has the right to take that away from humankind again. Nestia's love was the chrysalis of Gold's first blessing, but it most likely wasn't understood by mankind. We only learned to interpret this wonderful gift after Thanatos' arrival. If the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Idonia, and Aglaya would never have invited me to join the Flame Chase journey. None of these stories would ever have happened, and I would never have lived, let alone found happiness. Thank you, Mother.
Oh, character development.
I will use all the love I've experienced in this long life to complete the final miracle. My teacher, Anaxagoras, grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead dragon's corpse. Rises from the earth, falls from the sky. As above, so below. This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world. The great work that commands all death. I shall grant you embrace.
Okay, let's go.
The mood is set, just let the show begin!
Danger approaches. Look here.
When allied targets his HP reduced, accumulates Desperate Bubble. Upon reaching the limit, remove damage mitigation and enter the enhanced stage. Oh, jolly good fun.
Attack detected.
What?
And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. May death protect us!
Join the battle.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to land! Made of time to cleanse the filth.
There's no more need to weep in grief. I
Stay in step.
will grant you peace. Yes, it's me. I'm back.
This is probably not the family reunion that Castorice is hoping for, but...
They may be moving by instinct, but there is fury welling up within them. As you wish.
Be of your body and mine.
Take your positions.
Set the sea aflame!
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
The truth, everything in this world is bleeding.
Please, don't turn back to the Netherrealm.
Oh, God. Okay. Holy.
I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient death. And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with the help of many people, I was finally able to pick up these broken fragments of my past. I'm back, Pollux. I know this might not be what you wanted. But I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm, just like you did in the past. Please take me to where the core flame of death rests. I'll be going now.
We won't have to go into an egg, right?
They may look scary, but as long...
What? What's happening?
What's wrong?
I feel dizzy.
Are you...
What's wrong with him?
His time is almost up. If I don't go now, I'm afraid his soul will return to Thanatos' embrace before me.
What? Oh no! Is there anything we can do?
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazers' right to roam the Earth again. Mem, stay here and keep a close watch until I return, all right?
All right. I'm the best at taking care of others. Go on, Cass. Make sure not to leave yourself with any regrets.
I'll go too. Let's see who gets to the Netherrealm first.
That's not funny!
It's a deal then. Please. Wait for me.
Oh, you sit in your little dinghy, eager to hear my song and fall quote. Venture not with me into the vast sea, for perhaps without seeing me you will lose your way in the okay.
After all...
Okay, give me this. Oh, you sit in your little dinghy, eager to hear my song and follow closely behind. Please turn back, return to the homeland you know so well. Venture not with me into the vast sea, for perhaps without seeing me, you will lose your way in the ocean. The ocean I cross has never been sailed by anyone.
But you still ended up back here.
Looks like the
So
moon
the
from
legends
Ruby.
were true. the Netherrealm really is a sea of flowers.
Yes,
Styxia.
just like the flower fields we tended to back then.
Is that you, Styxia?
Do you remember me?
I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during an experiment.
I see. Call me Thanatos, then. It'll be easier. However, since you recognize the name, you must already know everything about Thanatos, right?
Yes. I'm here to reforge the order of life and death in Amphorius.
You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind, she would avoid eye contact and look off into the distance. Just like what you are doing now.
Can you tell me about the last Era Nova? What did you do, Styxia?
Where should I begin? I suppose we can start from the beginning. A long, long time ago, there were a pair of like-minded twins. As foretold in the prophecy, they were chosen to be successors to the god of death. But fate was cruel. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life of a family member with our own hands.
That trial was indeed recorded in that memory.
Then you should already know that my sister voluntarily gave up her own life, so that I could ascend as the demigod of death. But I couldn't accept that. Why did we have to kill each other for a future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. So, while weaving the laws of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line for life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry her up the River of Souls and back into the mortal realm. But our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. Aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon humankind, created at the same time as death. When the living die, their souls will meet Thanatos, who would determine where every soul goes. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the Netherrealm to await reincarnation. If they raise their right hand, the soul is rejected by the Netherrealm and returned to the mortal realm to continue walking the earth.
That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment and not embrace another being.
Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm, never to touch each other ever again. The half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants death, that was the curse I forced upon you.
Then What about you?
As the half of Thanatos, representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. I died the moment I entered the world of the living. From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. The cycle of life and death stopped. Souls were denied their audience with death, and were left stranded within an ever-rising river of the dead. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you and the world a fate far worse than death instead. Then, what was left of my reason was left behind in the Netherrealm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day after day, until there is now a sea of them, all while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring an endless loneliness.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another, like a pair of hands. Even so, we arrived at the same destination. We walked different paths, yet experienced the same pain.
I had hoped that maybe you would at least have a good life in this cycle. I'm sorry.
I lived my life well. It didn't go to waste. As far as I'm concerned, you did nothing wrong.
Even though I forced the authority of granting death to humanity upon you, a total stranger.
Too many responsibilities were forced upon me in the course of this long journey. I was once lost, even upset. But I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions, nor would I have realized my purpose. I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. And we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing the same view of this landscape. I wouldn't have understood the meaning of our existence.
The meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land, because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, the only thing death is allowed to create are flowers that bloom from blood and tears. That's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will. Nor can the hand of shadow determine a person's remaining days. Because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
Are you saying there's no point in Thanatos' existence?
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Not even a god. Life and death weigh equally heavy. We both know that now, don't we?
You, too, must have had a difficult life. We've taken quite the ridiculous journey together, haven't we? I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. Tell me the answer that's already been written. And let us draw this seemingly endless fate to a close. It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching day after day as desperate spirits are denied by this lonely wasteland. I always hoped I would see you among them. But I was also afraid of seeing you. I didn't know how I could possibly face you again. But more than anything, I was afraid that you might have forgotten all about me.
I know. But don't you see, Polixia? I made it back anyway. You don't have to shoulder death's authority on your own anymore. It was always meant to be held in two hands anyway. So, let's give our core flame to him, and have him take it back to the mortal realm. Give humanity back their cycle of life and death. Our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. We were only meant to watch over life. Let's tend the field together, and create a warm sea of flowers for all the souls to come. What do you think, Polixia?
Yes, just one last step. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold by the prophecy, Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield. As the Chrysos heir of death, as their demigod, as a titan, our fated moment has arrived once again.
Just like before.
Yes, just like before. But unlike that time, the ones undergoing the trial this time are prepared.
You've made up your mind?
Yes, as dictated by fate. But I won't be afraid. As long as you're here with me. Complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death, and light the spark of life ablaze. You've been tempered by life and death. I know you'll be able to give this wasteland its first breath of life. Like a raven butterfly, flying swiftly into the netherrealm, perching on the twig of death.
I will. After this, I will remain permanently in the Netherrealm. The River of Souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. The sea of flowers you sowed shall bear countless joyous or sorrowful souls, and bloom evermore.
Thank you. Just one last thing. Can you grant me one wish?
Of course. What is it?
Please, don't forget me.
I promise you. We'll meet in the next world. Even if I have endured another reincarnation. Even if we do not know each other's names. I will still hold you tightly in my arms. Just like what I did when we were born.
Castorice. Castorice. You're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Oh, we're switching to an, At the same time, in Akama,
Time flies. In the blink of an eye, the 15th entry hour is already at hand. When this farce is over, your soul will be placed on the scales of life and death. Are you ready?
No need to ask so many times. Of course I am.
Then why do you drag your feet? Is your fear of crowds holding you back again?
I simply find them too noisy. Paying attention to conceited fools like them would be an utter waste of my time.
Such harsh words. As I see it, you are no less arrogant than they are.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh. I did not expect to hear that from you. Are you not going to refute me?
I know myself better than you think I do. At the very least, better than a stowaway like you.
And they say men whose ends are nigh have but kind words. Well, that is exactly why I chose you.
Should I thank you for the compliment?
The hour of the trial has come. Do you have an answer for me? And how will you prove the veracity of your argument?
I suppose there is no point in putting this off any longer. Do you recall where we stopped the last time?
You were saying that Amphorius's history is cyclical.
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. As their destined ends approached, one by one they left this world, leaving only the twins, who are fated to succeed death. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, you and Calypso, as well as Nicodor and Naias, act as supporting evidence. I can only come up with a rough sketch for my theory of a cyclical history. For all the pains I took to reach this point, I had already lost hope of ever obtaining definitive proof. After all, the past is in the past. Proving that we are the legacies of heroes of the past is a hopeless endeavor. That is, until I met a girl named Styxia and her sister. If Castorice was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, then having lived through 2 cycles, and with Styxia as the pivot, she will no doubt be the link to connect all of this together. If the Twins of Death can bridge 2 cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls, then my hypothesis will no longer be just a hypothesis. And you too will get the answer to your question.
Well, that is all well and good, but how can you be so sure? If there is even the slightest error in your hypothesis, the girl will be shattered.
It matters not. The most important quality a scholar must possess is foolhardiness. If you are overly cautious, then you'll never have the gumption to make the first step, and change will never come. Besides, I, an Exagoras, am destined to overturn this farcical world. Come, let us go and teach those pathetic worms one final lesson.
Lament on Stream of Souls. This is the shadowed land, the realm of slumber and night. The flesh of the living cannot board the boat on the river of souls. Okay, well that's all well and good and all, and an access. But I think with all of that, after the boss fight and the much needed sister talk, that is where I will end it for today.
All things.
That is where I will end it for today. And dear wanderers and travelers, this has been Moton Blight, and have a good rest of your day or night, or whatever time it may be for you. And I hope to see you all next time.